Hey, what's going on, guys? So as you've seen, I'm currently working on my Cooster custom build here, and I figure we've got a wave kit plus the Hasegawa parts from the Mechatro kit plus the Bandai connection parts. There's not a whole lot of Bandai representation in there, admittedly, and then the weapon parts from Kotobukiya. I figure we needed something from Max Factory as well too, so I was taking a look at my different Max Factory Minimum Factory kits. I've got a bunch of them. I wanted to use one of those, and I thought, why don't we not only get in Max Factory in on the fun, but also get in God Hand in with this Max Factory God Hand collaboration here of this Nippako figure in the Minimum Factory line. So this is also, if you guys are unfamiliar, the Nippako or the Minimum Factory line are just these little 120 scale figures that you can build, and they're plastic, not resin. So if you guys are nervous about working with resin but wanted to try one of these little figure models, they're great for that. They can be a little bit expensive. They're usually around $30 for them for a little 120 scale figure. Might sound a little bit expensive, but it is actually cheaper than resin counterparts usually. And then anyway, there's two different versions of the Nippako one. This is the Sakura version, obviously, and I won't be keeping it in these colors necessarily. There's a regular blue version as well too. But here's a picture of what the kit actually looks like when it's all built up, and you just have the actual illustration there. So, yep, this is just a collaboration between Max Factory and God Hand. I'm just kind of interestingly noticing that it doesn't really, I'm not seeing the God Hand logo anywhere on here where I can find it. It just says Ultimate Nippako, and looking around here on the back too, I'm not seeing anything with the God Hand logo or anything, which is quite strange. But anyway, it's the Nippako is the God Hand kind of mascot character. And I think I've done a couple of videos on these figures in the past, but just I haven't done one in a long time, and so just in case anyone's unfamiliar with what these are, just thought I'd include this as just a separate video, just to kind of do a little mini review sort of on what you get in these figures for anyone who's maybe interested in them. I don't think that they get a whole lot of coverage around on YouTube, I believe. So here's what you get. You get an instruction manual, which just has the box art on there. On the back side, you have a decal guide. It does include decals for the eyes. So if you're like me and you're still not very good at painting eyes, you get decals for those, so that's nice. Makeup, just some tips, I guess, here for the placement for the eye decals, the spacing of those. And you can see just like the painting guide on here as well too. It looks like we have some decals for like the lining bits around on her kind of outfit there as well too. So you can just see it's basically just a big reference image there for painting. On the inside, here's the context, parts, contents, parts list, and order if you need to order any replacement runners or anything like that. You can do that with this. Over here is the instructions. As you can see, it's pretty funny looking instruction manual here for this construction. And then on the other side, it folds out into a big vertical poster. So on the back side of your instruction manual, you get this big long poster here of the artwork. Now it is pretty cool too that the name is actually in Japanese in this version, and the regular blue version, Nippako, is just there in English, interestingly enough. So I guess if you prefer to seeing that Japanese text on it, this version of the poster has that. So it looks like we got a white runner, a skin tone runner, a pink runner, and a blue runner. So actually, this is the runner. The pink and blue runners, you have one of each. So I guess these are, they look to be exactly the same. So you can build it as the regular blue version if you want, or you can build it as the pink version if you want. So actually, even though this is the pink Sakura version of the kit, if you're not planning on painting it, you can build it up as either version that you want. The only thing is that the decals are specifically colored to this version. So these striping bits are in pink, whereas with the regular blue version, those striping bits would be in blue. So the decals are going to be different, but it looks like you got both versions of that runner, which is very cool. I would imagine the regular kit, the original version of the kit, obviously didn't include a pink runner in there, so it's just kind of cool that they give you both. I certainly don't need both, I only need one, so I guess I'll just have some extra little 120 scale Nippako parts. But I won't be putting on any of the decals in this video, because I just want to just kind of basically put it together just to show you guys what it looks like. And then once it's all painted, of course, then I'll go ahead and add the decals in there as well. But for now, let me just go ahead and get this all put together as best I can. They are going to require glue. You will also have in here included a little base stand for it as well, just this little simple circle little stand there for it as well once the kit is all put together. Alright, so assembled, here she is, and I did have to glue everything because you pretty much have to glue everything, but I just used just a tiny bit of glue because I do need to take it apart to actually paint it. In the past when I've built these, I've like fully assembled them and just painted it all fully assembled, or in like in two halves or something like that. But this one I do want to approach it just a little bit differently, and I will actually take it all apart, I think, into all separate pieces, or somewhere close to that anyway. But just so you guys can get a sense of the size of this, here's your typical HD 144 scale Gundam. So as you can see, it's not going to be all very big at all, but that's in a completely different scale. Of course, that's 144 scale. Here, compared to our Cooster, which is also in 120 scale, you can see how those are going to match up in the same 120 scaling for them. So they should look pretty cool, matched up as a set, very fun, I think. I would definitely, like I said, won't be keeping this one pink. I also noticed the hair on mine seems a bit weird. It's plugged in like a very certain way. You can see how like this one sticks out more to the back. They seem like they should be even based on all the pictures I've seen of this and like the illustrations on the box. It seemed like those should be not like with the one a little bit more back than the other, but they seem to be plugged on right, but I don't know how to check that anyway. But anyway, guys, for anyone who was wondering, now you're informed on what these 120 scale little kits are all about from Max Factory. I really like these. They're a lot of fun, very simple, you know, just a few parts, and I think working with plastic for a lot of us is going to be a lot easier than resin, just because it's something we're a lot more familiar with. And just straight out of the box, I mean, if you were to put the eye decals on here just straight out of the box, it's going to look all right, but of course painting this, at least painting some of the details, if not fully painting it, is going to be the best way to make these look their best. But they are pretty nice and very detailed little figures. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be working on this, and I'll have another work in progress update video for this and the Cooster kind of together, and just a painting video coming up in the near future. But in the meantime, I'm also working on the MGEX Unicorn, of course, as you guys know. That's just about done, so you guys will probably see that finished first. But as always, big thank you to USA Gundam Store, guys. We do carry these Minimum Factory kits there at USA Gundam Store, so you can check out what's in stock, and you can use my coupon code there. The link to the site, the coupon code, is all down in the video description, of course, as always. And of course, if you guys do have any other further questions or comments, do feel free to let me know down in the comment section as well too. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.